Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation. And today we have for you the Major League Soccer 2022 three-quarter season review. All of those words put together make this episode. Let's talk about it, because it's been a bit of a rough ride this third quarter. However, if we look at the competitions, we're still holding on. After 25 games, we got 15 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses, a total of 50 points, and a plus 23 goal differential. All those things are pretty good. Now, as far as Supporters' Shield goes, it puts us, unfortunately, 5 points back of the Houston Dynamo, who are having an outstanding season. Now, they've played one more game than us, so theoretically you could say we're only 2 points back. But still, it's not where we want to be. We want to be top of the Supporters' Shield. That is our overall goal this year, is to win the Supporters' Shield. We'll see if we can make that happen. I don't want to fall, so short like we did last season. We came up just 3 points away last season. So this year we might end up 2 points away. That would be terrible. But still, it's been a good season, but we've faltered a little bit, as I mentioned, in this third quarter. It's been a proper rough patch. Look at the last 8 games that make up this third quarter. We've got 3 losses, 3 draws, and only 2 wins. So it's not really championship form. We've had basically everything happen that Major League Soccer can throw at you. We've had injuries to key players. We've had teams come in and transfer out some of our good players. We've had international duty take players out of the rotation. We've had, people complaining in the locker room about playing time and this, that, and the other. But it's been, it's something I think we can weather, and something I think we can break out of, as long as we go into one of our patented late season runs. And we've got 9 games left to do that, plus today's friendly versus Bologna, which we'll get to in a minute. But for now, let's sort of run down the team and see where we're at. So, of course, the academy. Not real happy with the academy these days. However, there are 2 players who are getting ready to graduate. Maxime Argento and Xavier Aubry. They're decent players. They're 2-star players. I mean, these guys are the equivalent of 3rd or 4th round draft picks in the Super Draft. So I'm probably going to sign these guys at the end of the season. Aubry is not the greatest player in the world, but he's got some okay abilities at central defender. Maybe we can, move him up to defensive midfielder. But yeah, I'm not really looking at him as sort of a long-term guy that we're going to invest a lot of money in, but he is on the Canadian under-20 team, so we want to develop him somewhat and sort of just keep him on the roster to train and send him out on loan and stuff like that, just to keep the Canadian national team happy. Same with Maxime Argento, same sort of situation. He's a striker, target man, only 5'10", but he's got some abilities, not very good jumping reach, which is no good. So maybe we could train him up to be something else, an advanced forward or something like that. But again, he's on the under-20 team, so we want to at least sign him up and train him and loan him out. So that, yeah. But other than that, the academy's not looking great. We got one 16-year-old prospect, Beckwith, who, as was pointed out in the comments to me, is joining Birmingham City when he turns 18. So we don't really want to invest much in this guy either. So our actual top prospect is Eric Robinson, 17-year-old central defender. We might sign him next season. He's a little bit more promising. 14 jumping reach, 15 strength, 6'4", 15 tackling. So he's got that tackling machine that we like. I'm thinking about getting a new head of youth development. Maybe try to bring in some better recruits next season, but we'll see. Because we are steaming towards the end of the season. We might easily get in another season. I don't know. We'll see. Finances, we're still looking okay finance-wise. $17 million we've made this season, or we have in the bank this season. We've made 4.7 last season. We only made 4.2, so you know, adding those extra stands have gotten us some extra money. Even though we've paid for the stands, we've still made $4.7 million this year. So those stands have really already paid for themselves. Board leadership or board job security has dipped a little bit. We're still very secure, but we're down to 61%. I believe they haven't enjoyed our transfer activity as of late. Yeah, they didn't like sending out D'Alessandro. They didn't like sending out Rabat. They didn't mind bringing in Boyce or sending out Gomez or Jean-Jean. You know, there was a few things they didn't like. They definitely didn't like us. You know, there's nothing we could do about sending out Junior Ramos. But I think the big deal right now was that D'Alessandro move. I don't think anybody liked that. But we'll see about that. We'll see how it ends up. Club-wise, we're looking fine. No problems. Our new stadium capacity there, 25,551. Anything else? Has there been any news as of late we need to talk about? Kyle Larin is back from injury. He vows to end his goal drought. The Corinthians are still coming in for Thiago. We're still denying them, and we're not going to sell Thiago. We've seen what's happened to this third quarter without him. You know, we've gone from the best team in the league to a very inconsistent team. So we gotta get him back and get him back in shape. Valo's been injured. Petrasso is back. Anything else of interest? We brought Giasante off the disabled list. We got everybody on the team off the disabled list now. So that's good. Transfers. Here's that Corinthians deal for Thiago, which we have, of course, rejected. Transfer histories, of course, we brought in Liam Boyce quite a while ago. Recently, though, Erwin Mendy out on loan to Viking or Reykjavik. D'Alessandro, of course, out. Sold for $750,000. Yeah, that's about that. However, we have made some trades. I've decided something. Decided that, we also we traded away Sana Dabo in an attempt to clear up some salary cap space and such and things. So we got a couple of late round draft picks, a little bit of allocation money for him. And then we turned around and we picked up 2 first-round draft picks next season. So we're going to look to build the team with draft picks next season. First-round draft picks. We picked up LA Galaxy's first-round draft pick and Toronto FC's first-round draft pick, and we traded away 2 of our own first-round draft picks. One from next year, one from 2024, and one from 2025. So future draft picks, which we might not ever get to in this save. But anyway, and also a 4th and a 2nd. But if you look at the league table, competitions, where are LA and Toronto? LA 22nd, Toronto 21st. So if things hold out the way they are, we're going to get 2 of the top 3 draft picks next season. And if we look at our draft allocations, we also have LAFC's first round. We have our own first round. We have San Jose's first round. So that's 5 first-round draft picks next season. We can definitely rebuild the roster and rebuild it quickly with 5 first-round draft picks. You've seen our first-round draft picks this year are contributing. One of them is our leading goal scorer this season. So you can get a lot of value out of first-round picks, especially if you're picking in that top 3 to top 10. You're going to get impact players. So we're going to get several impact players next season without having to, go through the whole transfer market business, which you saw in last episode, I'm not real good at that whole transfer market stuff. I don't understand it very well. So yeah, that is the stuff and things. Medical center, not a lot going on. Valo's got a bit of an injury, out for 2 weeks. Everybody else, though, is coming back. Thiago back, Mendes, Boyce, Giasante, Andre, Petrasso. Everybody, that's like, half our starting lineup is coming off of injuries. So that's pretty good. It's actually a good time to have a week off with just a friendly. So we're going to get to that friendly in a minute. But for now, let's take a look at the schedule, see how we got here. You, of course, the last 2 games you saw were LA Galaxy versus New England Revolution. Then we came out and had just, that New England game, something snapped there. And we just went on a bit of a skid. 2 draws against 2 teams we normally beat, Toronto and Philadelphia. 1-1 draws there. This is, a bad omen if we can't beat these teams. Petrasso was injured in that game. Andre played well, had another goal, but we were unable to hold the lead. Pereira tied it up. We'll take a look at the goals just for fun. Pereira tied it up right at the end of the half, and then the second half was just, dull city. Not much happened. So we've lost a bit of our punch offensively, which is not good when we're dealing with a backup goalkeeper. But here's Lopez. Gets the ball stolen. Look at this shot from Andre. Just another banger from way downtown. And here's Pereira starting the offense. Sends it out wide, and then look at him. Watch him. He's running straight to the back of the goal. And there he goes. He just fades to the back post. Heads it in unmarked by Duverne. And that ties it up in the 45th minute, and that was it. But Andre, man, he is going crazy with the long shots. He's just scoring all kinds of goals. Philadelphia, similar type situation, except, we're the ones who had to tie it up late with Carlos Alberto getting a goal in the 89th minute. Lopez coming back from injury and getting player of the match. 8.2 with 4 key passes and 3 chances. He had a chance to score one earlier and missed it. I think it was another header heading towards the goal, but we did get a late equalizer. Take a look at the goals from Alberto. I don't remember if this was as good a goal as the Andre goal. It was a little... I just can't remember. I can't remember. But anyway, here's Nagy getting out wide for Philadelphia. Way out wide. And then crossing it in and just sort of... I don't know what that was. Bedoya, sort of in between 4 guys, just got his head on it. And here's a corner. Leonard sending the corner in. Valenzuela to Alberto, just deflected shot. And Vermeer just stood there like a dummy. He must have thought that everyone was offside because he didn't even react to that ball. So yeah, we got a bit of a gift goal late, 89th minute. And then we got trounced by Toronto, 2-0. It was terrible. Just a terrible match. Nobody played well. Look at Valo injured. He had a 6.2 anyway, so get him out of there. Duverne played not much better, 6.9. Defensively we played poorly. Montero let in a couple of easy shots, which, can't blame him. He's a youngster getting his first playing time. Again, Lopez is the only guy who played very well. So having Lopez back from injury is good, but the rest of the team needs to get with the program. So here we go. We're going to go into our friendly today versus Bologna. We're going to go with formation number 2. Hand that over to the assistant. This is our annual friendly. They are one of our affiliate teams, or we're their affiliate team, however you want to look at it. I don't really use them as much as I should or could. I forget about them, quite honestly. Probably because they're Italian and I like to bring in French speakers rather than Italian speakers, but I should look at more Italian players, especially since we have this link to Bologna. We got, the ability to loan players in, which I also don't like to do. But we could probably buy some of their younger players. Instead of looking over at the Premier League or something like that, we should, First, take a look at Bologna. Take a look at how they're doing right now. Serie A looks like it has not started yet. They've been playing a few friendlies, so this will be their final friendly before the Coppa Italia, third qualifying round. So their season is just getting started, and our season is winding down to an end. Take a look at their senior squad. You know, we don't even hardly have them scouted, honestly. But the players we do have scouted are not that good. So I don't know. I don't know if Bologna is really worth it, but we'll see. Let's get to the match preview. We're in inconsistent form. They are, of course, still in preseason. It's been a fairly even series. They've won 2. We've won 1 with 1 draw. So if we win here, we even the series up. So that'd be good. I'm not real likely to... I don't think it's possible, really, to tie it up here because of the lineup we've got in. You know, it's a friendly, so we got the 12-man bench going on here, but we got a lot of unfit players in the first team, so we'll select that and get going. It's weird playing a friendly this late in the season, but sometimes, like I mentioned, it's pretty good. So, we do have Thiago in goal. He's got to build that match fitness. He's way down there at like 58% match fitness. Same with Desovic and Delgado. And Garner back from his loan. Bosic is in there. So we got one defender who's played this season. Ortiz, the young academy player, is in there. Cervantes playing a little bit out of position, one of our draft picks. He's normally a winger or advanced, but he can play in the midfield, so we're playing him there. Mane on the left. Mendes off the disabled list. He's been on the disabled list the whole season, but he's back now. You know, to give us a little bit of firepower at right wing there. Gianfranco Vasquez making his season debut at advanced forward, and then Boyce also coming off the injured list, trying to get match fit. So we got a lot of guys. This is basically a preseason game. None of these guys are match fit with the exception of Bosic. So we're going to see how it goes. We don't know anything about their players anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter if we look at them. Maybe we should. Position instructions here. They're going with the 4-2-3-1. Are any of these names recognizable? Axel Werner. He looks pretty good. Fran Tudor, 26-year-old Croatian, valued at $7 million. On loan from AC Milan. Yeah, these guys are probably pretty good. There's a 22-year-old Nigerian. So they got a couple of youngsters in the game. 23-year-old Italian. You know, maybe by playing these guys, we can scout them and take a look at them. Andre Pol, Batelli. Let's see if the assistant coach has any advice. Yep, his pretty much same advice as ever. So we will, you know, do what we do. Looks like number 2 is definitely coming forward. Tudor, so we'll mark him. And see what happens. All right, let's go. Not a banner crowd for this friendly. I guess Bologna is not quite the draw. You know, our fans see them every year, so I guess there's no real big rush to get out and see this European team. But still, it's a decent crowd, I guess, for a rainy day. A few Italian fans in the corner section there. Here's a throw in. Ortiz takes the shot. I didn't know you had it in you, buddy, but that was a pretty good shot, just a little wide. What's Ortiz all about? Of course, a good tackler. He is improving this season. You see his stats are going up. Determination has gone well up to 11. That's good. Marking's up to 10 now. Long shooting up to 8, so he's showing off that long shooting a little bit. He marks the opponent tightly. You know, he could be a useful player for us in a season or two. 20 years old now already. So he's got a few more seasons of growth in him. You know, at the very least, he's a capable tackler. We can just put him in the midfield and have him go tackle. Go get the ball. That's good enough. We're not playing poorly right now. Everybody's got some decent ratings, some 6.9s in there. That's all right. Cervantes playing out of position in that box-to-box, still playing well, though. What's Cervantes all about? Yeah, he's got some interesting abilities, but nothing that really sticks out to you. 15 acceleration, I guess, is good. Determination, decision-making, and flair. That's always nice to have in a midfielder. Teamwork. Here's a free kick by Bologna. Cervantes heads it out of there. Delgado looks like he's going to chase it down. He does. Gets it forward to Mendez. Mendez holds it back. Delgado centers for Ortiz. To Vasquez. He's got Boyce. If he can thread the needle, he does. Boyce with the shot. Oh, just off the crossbar. He's got that tricky little shot. Boyce likes to put it high in the goal, top shelf. Now here's the counter attack. Mane using that speed. He's still got that speed to track it down. Still 17 speed, 17 acceleration. His crossing, dribbling, and finishing have gone up a little bit over the years, but he's still not exactly, you know, top quality player. Here's Krejcik. Oh, boy, that looks like a goal. No, Dasovic is there on the back line. Good defensive play there. Mendez now chips it forward. Boyce wins it. He's got some players rushing forward. Cervantes gets it forward to Vasquez. Vasquez, not a lot of speed, but can he make a good play? He does, out wide to Mendez. Mendez takes the shot. Mendez is playing the wide target man out there on the right-hand side, so he'll give us, you know, we got two target men in the game, basically. One on the left side with Boyce and one on the right side with Mendez, so we'll see how those two work together. Bologna makes several adjustments at halftime. So yeah, let's go to tactics. One of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to get Thiago out. I don't want to risk the injury. He's up to 65% fitness now, so that's good. So we're going to bring in McCann, get him a half of play. I don't know that there's many other people we want to bring out. I'd like to bring out Boyce, again, to avoid injury. Bring in Johnson. Mendez, same situation. Bring in Leonard, take out the wide target man, make him a winger. Anybody else? Don't think there's anybody else we really want to put in there. Nope. So that looks good. Those are some good substitutions. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're substituting. Let's see. Not doing badly. If everything continues, we'll win it. Whatever. Get out of here. Let's go. Start the second half. So that was a decent half. We had some good opportunities, especially out on the break. Dasovic not playing particularly well. But again, he was injured quite a bit at the beginning of the season. Hasn't played since. Gianfranco Vasquez not looking so hot. But he likewise hasn't played at all this season. Here's another free kick for Bologna. Torres has it. Takes it out wide. Centers for Balde. Shot just wide. Now you got to ask yourself, was it Thiago that was keeping us evens? I don't know. Arthur McCann is okay. He's one of the guys we brought in this season, sort of a panic trade that we made. But he's a decent player. There's a turnover at midfield. Balde has it. Centers to Ogier. Looks like Bologna's slow playing a little bit. Fullback ranging forward. Tudor out wide. He's got a man in the center. Oof. Una Murray heads it just over the goal. Here we are. Corner near side. Banega. Basic heads it out. Cervantes is going to get there. He's going to send it forward. Nobody there. Mane out of position. Can't get to that even with his speed. Bosic playing well, 7.2. He's the most fit guy out there, so you'd expect that. Mane not playing so well. He's out of position on the left-hand side. He's, not match fit, so you can expect a little bit of that. Banega's kind of tired out there. He might have a little injury. Dasovic with a yellow card. Don't like that. So, who do we got to bring in? We can bring in Bernstingle for Dasovic. Who do we got for Mane on the left-hand side? Not a lot of options, honestly. Just Petrasso. I don't think I want to risk Petrasso in the friendly, so we'll just let Mane run around, do whatever it is he's doing. Shall we pep talk? Shall we talk the peps? Demand more. Let's go. I know this is just a friendly, but still, we'd like to get the win. Like to even up this series. Let's see if we can get a late goal. Maybe we can get Vasquez in front of the goal as the poacher. We're supposed to be playing him as poacher. Forgot about that. 2 minutes of stoppage time. 1 minute of stoppage time left. 20 seconds. Tudor with the throw in for Bologna. Loses it to Mane. Mane is going to mess around with it. He's in trouble here, but he gets it forward to Cervantes. Gets it up to Johnson. Johnson. He's slow playing a little bit, waiting for support. Gets it forward to Vasquez. Vasquez amongst the defense, and they blow the whistle. All right, that's fine. 0-0. Exciting draw. Yes, indeed. 5 shots on target. 7 shots, 5 on target. I like that efficiency. We could have used for a few more shots. Only 41% possession. Not so good. Pep talk. Lucky this was a friendly. You need to do much better in competitive matches. That's fine. Foreign transfer window closes tonight, so we're not going to get any more foreign transfers. I looked, when it came down to our scouting. Let's get rid of these guys. Clear all this. Looked at our scouted players. I basically sent in bids for everybody who was, 3.5 to 4. Well, everybody who was 4 stars, and just couldn't make any of them go. Couldn't get any of them to go through. We almost got a bid for Hindeman, but he didn't want to come and play with us in MLS, so that's no good. Harry Winks, we nearly got this guy, but then Bournemouth came in and stole him out from underneath us, so nothing we could do there. We went for Terra. We didn't go for Zidane or Ramos or Vela. We went for Smolnikov. They wanted like 20 million for him. Forget about that. Villalba doesn't want to stay in MLS. Jesse Pye. What was his deal? I think he also didn't want to come to MLS. So there's just, a lot of players. Ooh, I don't know if we tried for Kick. Dang, we should have went for him. And he's valued at 9 million. We don't have 9 million, so you know that Man City is going to ask for more than 9 million for that guy. So, yeah. We went in for a bunch of guys. None of them either wanted to come or the team asked for more money than we could possibly provide. So, yeah. We got to do it the old-fashioned way and just win with what we got. So, I guess that's it for this episode. We're going to come back for the last 9 games. I think we might just start showing them 2 at a time until we get to the final game here at Columbus and see how that works out. So, that's what we're going to do. So, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.